Hey everyone, Dan and Leslie back again for another video. This time we're at Disney Springs exploring the overall layout and the marketplace.
It might take us a couple of videos to get through all of Disney Springs because it's pretty huge and pretty amazing, and we want to show you all of the really cool things along the way.
This is one of our favorite places to visit while we are on vacation. In fact, we are actually standing on Saratoga Springs Resort property right now, which is across the lake behind us from Disney Springs, which you see in the background. And we would actually stay here probably about 50% of the time when we used to come down from Oklahoma. If you stay on Saratoga Springs, you can pay a little bit more for a preferred room and request to be in Congress Park, which is the closest section for one of the best ways to get to Disney Springs via the walkway. All right, so let's first talk about the best ways to get to Disney Springs. First, and what we think is the best, is to just walk from Saratoga Springs. That is on this walkway to our right, your left, and that will dump you off in the marketplace. Probably the second best way to get here is via water taxi. You can do that from one of the 4 Disney Springs area resorts, so that's Port Orleans Riverside, Port Orleans French Quarter, Saratoga Springs right here, and then Old Key West.
All right, so there's a couple other ways that you can get to Disney Springs, and one is via bus. So if you're going from any of the Disney Resort hotels, you can take a bus over to Disney Springs and it drops you off in town center. You can also drive here. So if you are a local or if you are coming in from out of town and you have your own vehicle, then you can drive to Disney Springs and park either in the Lime Garage, which drops you off into town center, or the Orange Garage, which drops you off in West Side, or in surface parking, which is over on the west side as well.
You can finally do rideshare. Rideshare for Uber or Lyft will drop you off at the far extremes of Disney Springs. So one drop off is the old bus loop for downtown Disney. That's on the east side in the marketplace over here, again to my right or left. The other one is on the far west side where that surface parking is, closest to Cirque du Soleil. Next we are going to talk about the 4 different areas of Disney Springs. First up is the far end over there is called the West Side. There is a lot of entertainment over there, to include Cirque du Soleil. There are live performances at House of Blues a lot of the time. And then as you're working your way through there, it is the farthest away from most things, but there is some great dining over there from Haleo, Splitsville. You can bowl while you eat, really, really good sushi, and AMC Theaters is also over there as well.
All right, that takes us into the landing area, and here there are some of our favorite restaurants, to include Morimoto Asia, we've got the Boathouse, we've got Raglan Road. There are so many great places to eat, a smattering of some really fun shops to check out as well.
The landing area is denoted by the bridges that connect it. It is basically an island, and it is surrounded by the other 3 areas of Disney Springs. The other area that is kind of in the middle of Disney Springs, in addition to the landing, is Town Center. Town Center is the newest area in Disney Springs. When they constructed Disney Springs from downtown Disney years ago, that is the majority of what they built at the time, and it is separated by the actual Disney Springs. There are clear bodies of water in between the landing and Town Center.
All right, so there's lots of shopping in Town Center. Harley Davidson's store, there's like Sugar Boo, but our favorite quick service restaurant resides in Town Center, and that is the Polite Pig.
You can also find the Welcome Center and the Ticket Center for Disney in Town Center. So if you're looking to change tickets, upgrade annual passes, whatever it is, you want to go to that Ticket Center in Town Center.
And finally, we have the Marketplace, which is near and dear to my heart. It probably has some of my favorite places to visit whenever we come to Disney Springs, to include the Lego Store, World of Disney, the Days of Christmas, the Earl of Sandwich. There's so many really great, fabulous places.
The Marketplace is what you see behind us here, over behind the Rainforest Cafe volcano that does erupt fire throughout the evening. That is where we're going to take you next. We're going to walk through the Marketplace, show you everything there is to experience, from entertainment, shopping, and dining opportunities in the Marketplace.
But first, if you are looking to plan your next magical vacation, please reach out to us over at Fantastical Vacations. We plan Disney destinations, Universal, cruise lines, and all-inclusive resorts. All right, we are on the bridge that is over here by Saratoga Springs. This is the walkway that we have always taken whenever we stay over at Saratoga, and you can take too if you stay at Saratoga Springs and you're headed into Disney Springs. You can also see the water taxi that's right behind me here, and that is servicing all of those 4 hotels that we mentioned earlier: Port Orleans, Riverside, French Quarter, Saratoga Springs, and Old Key West.
All right, one thing to note whenever you're coming into Disney Springs is they do have security just like the theme park. So if you're parking in one of the parking garages, you'll go security there. They are on level 2. So a good tip is to park right above it, like on level 3 if there's space, and walk directly down. If you're in the orange garage, you want to park on the back right corner because that's what will drop you, that stairwell will drop you down into security. The lime garage is in the center of level 2, ironically. So you can take the elevators down or the escalators down, and that will pop you out right into security. If you're getting dropped off by rideshare, or if you're coming across this walkway from Saratoga Springs, you'll actually be going through security that's like outside of the marketplace and outside of the west side. I can't film that, but trust my word on it, you will go through security.
All right, so once you've entered into security, if you go off to the right-hand side, you can come all the way back around to where the Disney's Days of Christmas is. And this store is Christmas every day, 24/7 of the whole year, and it's glorious.
We are entering in Disney's Days of Christmas, which is such a fun store. It's fun doing Christmas all year round.
I love this store. So even if you come in the heat of summer, you can come and get a decoration for your Christmas tree.
Which we did on occasion, almost every occasion. They obviously have ornaments here, lots of ornaments. I particularly enjoyed this Moana one. That is really cool. We have gotten all kinds of things here, from nutcrackers to tons of ornaments. How much is this little guy? $26.99 for the Moana ornament. Okay. Who doesn't love Groot? Groot all tangled up.
It's Groot.
How adorable is Groot? $29.99.
I absolutely love this up ornament. This is so cute. I'm gonna need this probably in my life at some point. It is $34.99 and it's adorable. There are really cool glass blown ornaments over here that are kind of after each of the characters, like the main characters. You've got Stitch, you've got Donald, you've got Goofy, all of our family favorites. So what's really cool is that you can actually have your ornament personalized whenever you're in this shop. It's only $5 to add the name, year, or number to an ornament. To do the month, day, or year, it's $15, or an additional word is $5. So you can make it really special any time of the year whenever you come to Disney.
We admittedly have not been in this store in a while, and there's a lot of like Haunted Mansion. There's always been Nightmare Before Christmas themed items, but the Haunted Mansion stuff, I don't remember from in the past, but I do love all of the Nightmare Before Christmas themed shirts and ornaments and whatever this guy is doing here. Up next, one of our favorite stores is the Art of Disney. We love going in the store and seeing what the different Disney artists have created. One of our favorite artists is Greg McCullough, who creates these amazing paintings with like hidden characters and hidden Mickeys in them. We happen to have 3 of his pieces in our house right now, so don't tell anybody that. So one thing you can get is Disney Art on Demand, which they actually have on cruise ships and in theme parks, but you come up to these kiosks here and you can choose different prints and have them sent to your home.
Right, and in this shop, it is connected to the Art of Disney, and it's got some customizable things. So you can actually have names embroidered on the back of hats or on like the Mickey hat ears. You can also do a little customized engraved ID tags. And what trip to Disney Springs isn't complete without a trip to Rainforest Cafe? Just kidding. All right, so right after you get out of Art of Disney and you're right across from the Days of Christmas, there is a walkway that takes you across on the bridge that will kind of dump you out right over by Lego store. So if you want to skip most of Marketplace, you can actually go that way instead.
One stop that our boys would not let us leave Disney without when we used to come with them when they were super young was Goofy's Candy Company. This thing has been here forever. Goofy happens to be my favorite character, so I was okay with it. But it is all about the candy and the Goofy's Glaciers, which is basically a very expensive icy.
One of our other favorite things to do in Goofy's Candy Company was to create your own treat. And you get this little piece of paper, and you get to select either a caramel apple, a Mickey crisped rice cereal treat, a red velvet cake pop, a chocolate cake pop, or a marshmallow. And then you get to pick your dipping flavor, which could be either white or milk chocolate, and then toppings.
Just past Goofy's Candy Company, you come to kind of an opening, and that is the Days of Christmas, the corner of it. That's where it dumps you out, right beside Eat by Benit. If you can see right next to Eat by Benit, that is the security checkpoint if you're walking or if you're getting a ride share that's dropping you off on the east side of Disney Springs. On this side, you've got the art corner, which I'll be honest, I don't know what's in there, never been in. And then you've got the Star Wars trading post. Very, very cool Star Wars memorabilia in there, but our favorite place in this little section is right behind me, and that's Earl of Sandwich. If you haven't checked out that dining review, check it out. It's amazing. You find any Star Wars souvenirs?
Nothing that I want to take home, but they do have the Star Wars like lightsaber section in here now that's kind of similar to what's in Hollywood Studios. So if you missed your opportunity whenever you were in Galaxy's Edge, then you could come here. After we left the Star Wars store and we kept walking, there is a huge pin trading building in the middle of this section that has probably just about every pin you could possibly ever imagine. It is such a fun store if you are into the pin trading. Also directly behind me is the Once Upon a Toy. So if you have a little one in your trip or somebody that you're buying for, definitely hit that store up. And now we're going to enter into probably one of my favorite areas of this section, which is kind of the marketplace co-op area.
There are all kinds of different spaces in here, from D-Tech On Demand, where you can get your phone cases. Behind me is the coolest, though. That is where you can find the Vault, which has got usually some kind of, I mean, it's all new stuff, but it feels a little bit more vintage, which is a really cool souvenir to have. That's a cool one.
Isn't it cute?
Some vintage style t-shirts in here. Some of these are actually pretty cool. Like Steamboat Willie, $20.
I particularly love the kitchen area. So it has all of the really cool, like, latest things that you can have for your home and your kitchen with pillows and dishes and all of that fun stuff.
Burke, what happened to you, buddy? From the co-op, you walk past all of the PhotoPass people that you can do photos, and then you come to Erebus Brothers.
Could we just pop this in our front entryway?
No, we could not. What is the price tag on that thing?
$285,000.
Yeah, let's take two.
It is beautiful.
Walking out of Erebus Brothers, we are walking to World of Disney, which is the largest Disney store in the world. We will get to that. But what we didn't cover was the Dockside Margarita kiosk. More than a kiosk, really a building. We would always get a habanero margarita first thing when we would come to Disney Springs when we used to come down from Oklahoma, so that's fantastic. Then you also have, because Disney Springs is not only shopping and dining, but also entertainment, there's an outdoor stage. It is covered, the stage is covered anyway.
Before we get to World of Disney though, if you need a little sweet treat in your life, check out Ghirardelli. It is delicious.
All right, just coming in World of Disney. This place is massive.
So the arrangement inside the store changes fairly often, but right now, whenever you come in over by Ghirardelli's, that's kind of the home section. You've got your mugs and home goods and stuff over there. All the way in the back is going to be your kids, your toys, and then in the middle here is going to be a lot of clothing and whatnot. And then finally, once you get over all the way on kind of the Lego store side of things, it's going to be whatever is happening right then. So a lot of times it'll be like the holiday stuff and the summer stuff and that kind of thing.
The World of Disney is always kind of a madhouse, so we're not going to go back to the kids section, but this fashion section, it used to be the home section. So there used to be mugs over here that is now Loungeflies. There's all kind of shirts and socks, and there's pins around the corner, so it is a good one to check out for souvenirs. And then there are hats and Mickey ears off to the side over across the walkway. If you come to World of Disney, do not forget to mobile checkout. That is a huge time saver because you don't have to wait in these lines. You can just pull up your My Disney Experience app and scan whatever item you are going to purchase and purchase it right there on the app.
All right, so the last place in the marketplace that we are going to show you today is the Lego store, and that is attached to the Daily Poutine. It's in kind of one big building. The Poutine is on the outside of the back side of the Lego store, but the Lego store is a place that our kids always loved and had to come every time we came to Disney Springs. There is pretty much every Lego set that you could possibly want in there. All right, if you are liking these videos, please hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss the next one.
And we will see you on the next video.